Welcome back to a Fox Weather Alert. This is a look at Erie, Pennsylvania, as lake effect snow blankets the Great Lakes region on one of the biggest travel weekends of the year. Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel is braving whiteout conditions. He joins us live just outside of Buffalo, New York. Mike?
Hey, good morning. It is in the lake effect in the middle of it right now here in Fredonia, right off the lakefront. We've had 17 inches here. We were in Mayville yesterday. They were up to 30 inches at 5:30 this morning. We drove from there to here, and boy, talk about white-knuckle driving. It took us an hour to go 20 minutes. Roads, as you can expect, are snow-packed, snow-covered. The plows trying to keep up with the snowfall rate of an inch an hour. And by the way, on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, things are fine, but then you get into Pittsburgh, come up towards I-90. You got issues there, closed in both directions on most of I-90. The New York State Thruway is now closed westbound from Hamburg all the way to the Pennsylvania line, and the thruway from Rochester to the Pennsylvania line, no big rigs. And today, when we were driving here on the back roads, we saw 3 big rigs that were getting around that closure, and they were stuck on a hill. Expecting upwards of 2 to 3 feet of snow here, as much as 4 to 5 feet up in Watertown, New York, as the lake effect snow warning goes until 7 p.m. Sunday. And by the way, the game tomorrow night at Highmark, the Bills and the 49ers, that area is going to get dumped on today, tonight, into Sunday, but it remains to be seen whether we have a big band and a snow globe for game time tomorrow night at 8 Eastern. The other story is the Arctic cold. And Adam, I can tell you, in my backyard down in North Georgia this morning, it finally got down to freezing. And that's good because it's going to kill the skeeters and the gnats. What do you got for us this morning?
You're absolutely right, Mike. It's not necessarily snowy like you are absolutely everywhere, but a lot of folks are experiencing that extreme cold you were just talking about.
We welcome you back with this Fox Weather Alert. This is a look at Erie, Pennsylvania, as lake effect snow blankets the Great Lakes region on one of the biggest travel days of the year. Our Fox Weather Storm Specialist, Mike Seidel, is live just outside of Buffalo, New York. And it's hard to believe, but it looks like there's even more snow there since the last time we checked in with him. Mike?
This is true. And let's go to the snow stick, a yardstick in this case. And here in Fredonia, Dunkirk area, we're now up just above 20 inches since yesterday. Now, we were in Mayville this morning and drove up here. At that point, at 5:30, they had 30 inches. We really got clobbered there yesterday. You can see it's wind-driven snow, so we're getting some blowing and drifting. Behind me is the entrance. Now you can't even see it because the visibility to the thruway, the New York State Thruway, which is closed from the Hamburg exit all the way to the Pennsylvania line, and that is causing issues on some of the back roads. We took the back road from Mayville to Fredonia. 20 miles took an hour, and on the way we saw 3 semis who were trying to get around the road closure on the thruway stuck on a hill. So sometimes you just have to be patient. The lake effect snow warning goes until 7 p.m. Monday. Some of these areas will pick up 4, maybe 5 feet, especially up around Watertown, north of Syracuse. Football game tomorrow night at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park in the South Towns, known for the snowfall, and they're going to get plenty of it today, tonight, into Sunday. Whether it's snowing or snowing hard at game time remains to be seen, but it seems likely that the band will weaken before kickoff at 8:20 Eastern. In the meantime, very little is opening this morning. Dunkin' Donuts opened and closed. I don't think Applebee's is opening, and there are very few people out on the roadways today because it is just one of those days where if you don't have all-wheel or four-wheel drive, you'll get stuck. There are a lot of stuck cars in the area, and that is because you just can't get around with the snowfall rate. Adam has more on the cold weather. Adam, I did check the Icebox of America a little while ago. International Falls, 1 below 0 with a wind chill of 15 below 0. So it's getting cold, not only there, but as I mentioned earlier, down south in Atlanta. They had their first sub-freezing temperature this morning at 31.
Yeah, Mike, a lot of places across the country dealing with those temperatures, not a lot of places dealing with all the snow.
Rain, snow, bitter cold. Travelers are facing all sorts of wicked winter conditions as they head home this holiday weekend. Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel is in Fredonia, New York, where the snow is piling up. Mike.
Good morning, Jackie. Yes, let's check the yardstick now. We left Mayville this morning. It took us an hour to go 20 minutes. What a white-knuckle drive that was through the heavy snow. Here in Fredonia, we're up to almost, oh my gosh, almost 22 inches. I haven't looked at it in an hour. We've picked up over another inch. It has backed off a bit. The big issue is the New York State Thruway, and behind me is the entrance and exit for the Hamburg exit here. For the Dunkirk Fredonia exit. Hamburg exit is the next one up the road. These trucks have had to come off the interstate and try to find a back way. When we came here this morning, trucks did the same thing. They are on the back roads and they got stuck. Sometimes you just have to be patient and wait for the interstate to open. So, snowfall totals here ending up 3 to 4 feet by Monday. The lake effect snow warning still goes till Monday evening. The band right now, you can see it coming off Lake Erie, coming right into the south town, south of Buffalo. Buffalo itself, the airport, not a flake of snow, bare ground, a very tight gradient. But there's going to be a lot of snow right on through tomorrow lunchtime at Orchard Park. That's where they're playing the ball game tomorrow night. It's the 49ers in town to take on the Bills. And it looks more and more likely that they're not going to be playing in a snow globe, but there's certainly going to be a lot of snow before kickoff at 8:20 Eastern. So the first big lake effect of the season, temperatures in the mid-20s, wind chills in the mid-teens, and a lot of folks here in these hotels, Jackie, are stuck. They're trying to get west to Columbus. I talked to a gentleman trying to make a Chicago concert tonight, a concert in Chicago. No way. People trying to get west on 95. It's shut down through Pennsylvania. The only way to get around it is to go south and go around these snow bands and come back up towards Pittsburgh and then go that way. So issues getting home from Thanksgiving tonight and tomorrow. If you're anywhere on I-90, you're trying to get through this area between Buffalo and Cleveland, you're going to run into issues, including I-90 right now being shut down.
Absolutely. The more snow there is, of course, the harder it will be to navigate. Mike, please stay warm, and thank you.